Well, I guess the only way to go is down. Preferably carefully, because I don't really want to just jump down. I could use Become Ethereal and just land in the middle of this Falmer den. But somehow that seems like a bad idea. Oh, good hit. And because of the lifesteal, finished them off pretty quickly. Oop, I overcompensated for that shot. Now what I could do, if I really wanted to bully the Falmers, I could just wait for all of them to come up here and Fus Roda them off. But one of them kind of made it up here a lot faster than the others, and I don't know if the others are actually coming up here. Because one of them's an archer, another one of them seems to be a chorus. So no, my idea of knocking everyone down didn't really pan out. You know what they say about the best laid plans. Still worked out, still made it through here pretty much unscathed. I like how you're just kinda sitting. You died in a way that makes you look very comfortable and very relaxed. It's a good look for you, if only other Falmer could be so relaxed and so casual. Falmer ear. Ooh, you died right inside of him. Also, it was a spider, not a chorus, but I'm used to the Falmer enlisting the help of chorus. I'm not sure I've ever seen them collaborating with spiders before. Wait. Okay, for a second I thought you were holding just a regular hunter's bow, a regular longbow. And I was gonna ask where you got that. Because I remember when you would just pick up every bow you saw, and it was kind of a problem. I know I have a hoarding problem, but wow, Lucian, you were putting me to shame. And that's a little concerning. Not gonna set off that trap. Or, you know, I'll set it on my own terms. How about that?
Terribly sorry.
Well, you know, I forgive you, because I'm the bigger man. Physically, more than anything. We've already been detected, somebody is here. I just wanted to look around, but it looks like there's nowhere to go over there, so never mind. Oh, are you gonna set up the traps for me?
Ow!
He did, but it didn't matter. He did, but he sidestepped everything anyway. Let me use Stoneflesh. Let me remember to use Stoneflesh, and I'll also go back to using Soul Trap on some of the Falmer. This place is huge. We haven't even gotten to Blackreach yet. Uh-oh. I know I just cast Stoneflesh, but I just wanted to re-up it. And that's why. Ooh, I need a heal right now, and I'm going to need a couple potions as well. Let's do... I think I should have something against resist poison, or something for resist poison. Alright, here we go. Resist 32% of poison for 60 seconds. Stamina is increased by 32 points for 60 seconds. And I also need my healing potions, because I did take quite a bit of damage there. And I might as well do Restore Magicka as well while I'm at it. Get my shield out. Stagger them. Killed one of them. Finish off the other. Perfect. Still, after all this time, it's that poison. The poison just destroys me. Where do you think you're going? You trying to flee? Trying to run away? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna save you. Let me take some glowing mushrooms, because I know I can use that to make some more fortified smithing. It's the thing of I probably have more fortified smithing potions than I will need for a while, but you never know. I might find another armor set that I want to use. Or if I just continue to raise my smithing, I may even be able to improve my silver armor beyond what it's at now. It's still pretty good. If anything, I would say that my armor isn't the issue, it's just that sometimes I take on too many enemies at once, especially if they have poison.
That lexicon Septimus gave us intrigues me. It must be some kind of information storage device, but quite how it works, I wish I could see.
I see you took one of the Falmer staves. It's huge. Or at least, you know, it just looks very top-heavy. More than anything. I'm curious if we have anyone lurking around behind this barrier. That's a yes. I see this Dwarven Colossus. I see two beings over there. Let's do Stone Flesh. And let's get ready. Oh, and never mind. I was going to try and sneak up on him, but he heard. They very, very, very much hurt us. I'm just going to heal up because that hurt me quite a bit. Lucian, thank you for the magical assist. Almost. There we go. Oh, here we go. The key to the Alftand lift. I have a feeling I might need that. Oh. Is this gonna be the lift? Did we make it?
Sulla, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Ah, of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself. What was that?
Oh, and they heard
Time
me.
to end it.
I was gonna let you guys fight. I was gonna let you guys hash this out, but it looks like... Well, you know I'm here, but still you're a little bit more concerned with yourselves. Lucian, however, is ready to pick a fight. Lucian was more than ready to get involved. Lucian was ready to absolutely interrupt them.
Victory is yours. I submit.
What happened to submitting? It looked like you were about to surrender.
Come on.
It looked like you were ready to surrender.
Have you considered not trying to murder me?
Here, let me help Lucian. Looks like he was taking a little bit of damage there. And just like that, I think we can now say that we've accounted for every member of the expedition. I think it's safe to say that we have now found everyone from that ill-fated expedition. Oh. The attunement sphere. Okay. Do I have Imperial Legate armor? I know that I have the heavy Imperial armor. I don't know if I ever got a full set of Legate armor, even though I became a Legate. I am going to take the shield, the armor, the helmet, and the cloak. It's not like he needs it anyway. Because here's what I'm thinking. We take the Alftand lift up, and then I can just throw all this on my horse. I guess I could also just leave it here in this chest right here and come back for it, but that sounds like something that I would forget to do. So yeah, let's go up. Let's go see our horse. Blackreach can wait, just, you know, a few more minutes. Now my horse should be right there. I see her. I could call her, I could whistle to her, but, you know, I'll walk. It's gonna take just a few seconds, if anything. Even at a reduced speed, it's really not too bad. Now, my horse is also likely going to be over-encumbered from all of this, but that... It doesn't cause much of a problem. If anything, I think over-encumbering my horse, all it does is that She moves a little slower, but it's not even that noticeable. Alright, I think we're set for now. In some ways, I feel bad that we really don't spend much time together outside of me loading up your saddlebags with more and more junk that I'll eventually remember that I have, but it'll be a while before I ever come back for most of it. Now we have 2 attunement spheres, because we got one from Septimus and we got one from the expedition team. Well, would you look at that? So we could have just skipped Septimus entirely if we had come here. But in the end, Septimus was the one who led us to Alftand in the first place, so we would have had to just stumble upon it and go in on our own. We would have been very confused if we had just come directly here and found the Elder Scroll. Because, hey, how would we have known?
I can't believe it. Blackreach. It's real.
It's definitely a lot bigger than I expected, and I'm only just seeing a little bit of it right now. I can't imagine how far this reaches, how far it goes. And we're the first ones to be here in a while. Oh, okay. Well, here I am trying to take in the majesty of Blackreach, but no, the Dwarven Spheres, they had other ideas in mind. Can't even stop to admire the beauty of an ancient Dwarven city, no. It's asking for a little bit too much. Oh, is there someone behind you? Maybe I saw a red dot for a second. Oh, I see it. Again, I see something right here. Oh, I thought it was going to be a Dwarven Centurion because I did see the boiler. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to take out Stoneflesh again. I'm going to stop taking ingredients. I'm going to stop taking more and more ingredients because of anything I can't really afford to carry much else anymore. Sinderion's Field Laboratory. I hear Nirnroot. I know that sound anywhere. Sinderion. Oh, well, he got murdered. Let's check his journal. Sinderion's Field Journal. 4th Era, Year 58, 2nd Seed, Midas. Alright, well, you remember how I just said that we were the first people to be here in a long time? I lied. I was wrong. Turns out, someone was here, 150 years ago, just about. So still, we're the first people here in a while, to our knowledge, but someone was here during this era. I spent a large portion of my life unraveling the mystery of the Nirnroot, and yet, I still feel unfulfilled. The thrilling sound this strange herb emits seems to taunt me, to push me even harder to discover its secrets. Even after a generous and indomitable traveler became a field collector in my stead and provided me with 5 score of the Nirnroot, I was only able to muster what I consider a mediocre alchemical creation at best. This only served to strengthen my hunger and whet my appetite for the solution. It wasn't until over 50 years later that the answer to my prayers was carried into my basement workshop at the Westweald Inn. The first thing I heard was the familiar tone, that unmistakable warble unique to the Nirnroot. But when I turned around, my heart leapt and a chill ran down my spine. This was indeed a Nirnroot, but of a variety the likes of which I had never seen. The herb was awash in a spectacular array of red hues, each leaf seemingly emblazoned with innumerable variations of crimson. I couldn't move. I was completely transfixed. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined a species of Nirnroot with such a unique property. After an awkward silence, I finally managed to stammer out a few questions to the traveler who'd brought me this treasure. He told me his name was Obeth Arnesian, a treasure seeker from Skyrim. Apparently he'd been exploring a vast subterranean network of grand caverns called Blackreach, and had stumbled across what he had dismissed as a noisy red weed. His expedition was largely unsuccessful, and he didn't want to leave the caves empty-handed, so Obeth picked up one of the crimson Nirnroot to bring home. He said that it took some time, but eventually he was pointed my way and that perhaps I'd pay a fair price for it. Before I could gather my wits and ask anything else, Obeth offered to sell me the crimson Nirnroot sample, a map showing me how to find Blackreach and the strange key needed to breach its outer defenses. It took me mere moments to decide. Obeth left Skingrad 1,000 septims richer, but I would have easily paid 10 times that amount to obtain the sample alone. It took a year of planning, but I was able to pack up and sell my workshop and make my way into Skyrim. Before delving headfirst into Blackreach, I knew I needed to set up a new laboratory, but wished to do so in seclusion. After making inquiries at the College of Winterhold, of which I was an honorary member, I was directed to speak with Avrusa Serethi, a student of botanical alchemy who had a small farm near the city of Riften. I met her. I remember talking to her. By bartering my knowledge of Nirnroot cultivation, I was able to secure Serethi Farms as a launching point for my field research. I kept the knowledge of the Crimson Nirnroot a secret from Avrusa, but imparted everything else I knew to her in exchange for her hospitality. A few months passed, but I was finally ready to enter Blackreach. I used the attunement sphere. Man, these attunement spheres are everywhere, I guess. That's at least 3 that I know of now. I guess it wasn't that hard to come by. That Obeth had provided and descended into the depths. My goal was to gather enough Crimson Nirnroot to produce my greatest alchemical creation to date. I was certain it would take at least 30 of them to provide the necessary catalyst. This brings me to the present. My initial research seems to indicate that the Crimson Nirnroot has a similar affinity for moisture as the garden variety, but also maintains some sort of symbiotic relationship with the enormous fungi that inhabit Blackreach. It's my guess that the fungi itself is a source of water, absorbing it from the moist subterranean air like a sponge. This provides the ideal environment for the Nirnroot to grow. Unfortunately, the Crimson Nirnroot appears to have a vastly shortened lifespan, and they are in no way plentiful down here. Gathering 30 of them will be quite the challenge, and hopefully, the denizens of Blackreach will allow me to gather my samples unhindered. I see that did not go very well for him. The same way that within moments of being here, we were immediately accosted by dwarven spheres, I see that it also happened to him. Ooh. Leather boots of hauling. Only weighs 2, don't mind if I do. Conjure familiar, lesser ward, raise zombie. I'll pass on those. I hear the Nirnroot. I saw the Nirnroot. I will get to it in just a moment. Well, if we need somewhere to sleep, I guess this is a safe enough place. Just gotta make sure to lock the door behind us. Just have to make sure that we lock the door before we go to sleep, because we see what happened to poor Sinderion. 1 out of 30. Ooh. We're gonna be here for a while. I'm only gonna take some of the rarer ingredients here that I see. Some of the less common ones that I know that I'm not gonna have very often. But I'm very much aware that I really shouldn't be picking up everything, especially if I'm gonna be picking up 30 of this Crimson Nirnroot. My backpack is gonna be screaming at me. Just the sounds of Nirnroot will haunt me until the end of my days. You know what? While I'm here, let me grab some of the other ingredients, the ones I was just going to leave behind. Let me grab them. We have a free moment. Let me use the alchemy lab just to raise my alchemy a little bit more, and it means I can also work my way through some of these ingredients, which will lower my pack's weight a little bit. Any potions I make that I don't like, I can always leave here. We might have to use this as a little bit of a staging ground for our own adventures. Alright, I offloaded a ton of potions that I know I'm just not going to use, or that I have much better variations of, and I got my carry weight down significantly. I got my alchemy up to 66, and we already had a level up, so let's do that. I'm gonna do Magicka, and now the real question is, what do I want to focus on? Because I keep going back and forth, and I know it. I'm gonna go with heavy armor training for now, because that is gonna solve a lot of my carry weight concerns for the time being. That should drop me down well below the 400 mark then, right? Not well below, but it dropped me down to 396, so yeah, that's gonna be worth it. That is absolutely going to be worth it for now. Now, when I level up again, next time I level up, which is a while away, that's when I can start focusing on alteration, because I did want to get Akado's preparation. The next time I level up, I would be able to get that immediately. And then, honestly, between that and my heavy armor being a lot better now, I think we'll be unstoppable. So now we need to find 30 Nirnroot. Well, I don't need to find 30 Crimson Nirnroot, but I'd like to help. If anything, we could bring this back to Avrusa Serethi over by the Rift, and we can tell her what Sinderion was really researching, what he was really looking for. If anything, maybe she would be able to continue his work. Oh no, not you. I'm just here for the Nirnroot, also an Elder Scroll. I'm not here for your weird, crunchy nonsense, you big bug. Oh, it's just the noise they make. Ugh. I can feel it, like, under my
Must be easy to
skin.
get lost down here.
Yeah. Well, Lucian, is that a challenge? Are you saying that we're gonna get lost down here? Because, I mean, I will. Oh, I will. I pressed the button and I didn't see the gate
Can you
lower
imagine what this
immediately,
place must have been like when the Dwemer were in charge?
so I wasn't sure if it was actually going to do anything. It did, though. So this just leads back up to Skyrim. I'm curious where in Skyrim, though. Oh, the Great Lift at Alftand. Oh, so there were multiple lifts back into Alftand, then? Where is this one? Okay, so Great Lift to Alftand. Oh, it's actually a little bit further south than I thought. It's south of Wayward Pass. Look at that. We're just going to discover everything today.
Do you mind?
Listen, I'm still just taking in the beauty of Blackreach. This is the most exotic location we have ever come across. This is the most unique location we have ever found. In all our time exploring Dwarven ruins, this is a whole nother level, frankly.
How can I assist?
Because I don't think you know much about Blackreach, yeah.
I've got your back.
If anything, very few
Do you
people
think the Thalma have inns down here?
ever knew about it.
Probably not.
Probably not. At the end of the day, all the Falmer, they just go to the inn and they say, oh, we had to kill another nosy alchemist today. He came here trying to take our Crimson Nirnroot. Because to them, we're just intruders. To them, we're the ones trying to break into their home. They don't know who we are. They don't know what we want. Not that I'm suddenly gonna, you know, give the Falmer an easy pass. They kidnap people. They enslave people. Sometimes they make it to the surface and try to fight people. Yeah, he had a word up.
They fly now? They fly now.
Wait, what? Lucian? Who's flying? Who's flying where? Did you find another Chorus? Did you find another one of the really, really creepy ones? Alright, charge. Bash. That is a lot of enemies. Okay. We're in a bad way here, aren't we? Oh, I'm not breaking through his ward. Okay, no, we did not. Ooh, this is bad for me. This is not good. I am going to need a magic potion. I'm gonna do restore magic. Nope, not restore magic, just magic. Let's do ultimate magic and let us resist shock. 40%, 50%, boom. I probably should have healed up too, but I can do that with my magic. Almost. Alright, good. Now for the 100 other Falmer just skulking around. It's not an exaggeration either, it's probably 100 Falmer. If I really, really, really had to guess. Missed both of those attacks, it's fine. Those were warning swings. Do you think anyone would believe that? Anyone would believe me at all? There we go. Stone flesh. Heal. And charge. Unless there was nobody up here. There's not. Oh! Crystal Guardian. Falmer is not attacking the Crystal Guardian. The Falmer is instead attacking me. Oh, we are surrounded. I don't even know where Lucian is right now. Soul Trap. Conjuration, only 36, but honestly, it does raise pretty quickly. I was hoping that would stagger you. It did not. It's fine. Almost. There we go. Still not safe for the moment, because there's another Falmer over there. Just gazing at us, just looking at us. Centurion over there, man. We're gonna be fighting for our lives down here, aren't we? Is that Lucian? Did he find us? Did he make his way back to us? He did. As this Falmer very slowly and kind of ominously walks towards us. I was about to soul trap him. I had it handled, Lucian. I could have taken care of myself. I do appreciate the help for what it's worth. Now, just don't wake him up. He's not bothering anyone. He's not doing anything. Just take the Crimson Nern root and leave him be. Yeah, just don't wake him. If the Falmer haven't managed to wake him up this entire time, we can manage to avoid him ourselves. We're just going to explore as much as we can. Because now we have Nernroot to find, but there's got to be other stuff down here too. This is supposed to be one of their largest cities, one of their greatest accomplishments. I have to imagine it connects to all different parts of Skyrim, right? Lucian, you've got my back while I mine, right? Yeah, see, he's looking out, he's surveying the area. He always says that he has my back. And, frankly, he's improving it. So we have some sort of sewer system over there. We have another structure over here. Let's go this way. Let's investigate. The real question is, are we going to find more Falmer? Are we going to find more Dwarven Spheres? If anything, we've really only seen the one Dwarven Sphere so far. After that, it's just been Falmer. So they've really taken over. They've really just kind of taken Blackreach for themselves, huh? I see Crimson Nirnroot. Crimson Nirnroot looks like maybe some more houses over here. I wish I had checked our calendar. I wish I had kind of checked to see what day we came down here or what day we even came to Alftand.
The plant life down here is fascinating. Natural bioluminescence. But for what purpose?
Well, they didn't have to build as many lights. They did not have to make that many lights with all of the bioluminescence. I'm sorry, I was saying something before Lucian started talking about the ecosystem here. But yeah, I wanted to, or I wish I had taken note of when we started our own expedition, because I can imagine that we're going to be down here for a few days. Hopefully we don't miss anything interesting up on the surface while we're down here spelunking. Now, what do we have here? Oh, war quarters. You might want to hum some battle tunes, because I have a feeling we're in for a fight. I'm just expecting at least one more of those dwarven specters. This seems like the kind of place that you would find one, too. Maybe more than one. Maybe 3, 4. Maybe a small battalion. I heard something. Oh! Gehennoth, okay. I've seen you before. Or I've seen your kind before. Oh, Lucian, don't kill him yet. Don't kill him yet. There we go. He just flopped over. Oh, not bad. How did you get in here? How did you manage that one? No dwarven ghosts, no dwarven specters. Imagine living here. Granted, I'm not someone who understands dwarven culture, but I would not want to, wake up and just be staring at this light and then have someone right across from me also waking up staring at the light at me. I know a soldier's life isn't perfect, not necessarily glamorous, but I want maybe a nicer sleeping arrangement than that. Extreme healing, gold, alright. With a name like War Quarters, I was honestly expecting more danger, but I'm okay with it, ultimately. Honestly, we may have to split up in order to try and track down the Elder Scroll. Which, there's no real rush, we don't need to find it right this minute, but if at any point we feel that we need to find it with a little bit more urgency,
Stunning. Simply stunning.
we could always split up. If we do split up, just promise me that you won't try to read it. I don't need you going mad, Lucian. Like, that's just not something I'm really looking forward to. On that note, I probably shouldn't even read it. We've seen the dangers of not even just reading it, but being obsessed with it. The Septimus hasn't read an Elder Scroll, he just has an obsession, and look at what it's done to his mind. Look at how it's just ravaged him. If I could avoid that, I would be pretty happy. Is that the tower we went into already? That might be the tower, or rather the lift of Alftand. Yeah, it is. Okay, going in a little bit of a circle now. I just want to be thorough. We've still only really stuck to the southeastern side of Blackreach. There's still a lot more in that direction for us to find. That sewer, that pipe, may lead into whatever this giant fortress here is. Might be a good way to get in there. If anything, I'd rather maybe take the less direct approach. It might be ever so slightly safer.